Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Foreclosure Help 777, where we talk about everything foreclosure related. Today we're going to talk about how to make a complaint for saving your house from foreclosure. If you want to file a complaint in the federal court, that's always a good idea. If you have problems with your servicer or any other problems with your mortgage and you have cause of action, you should file a complaint on them. Now, if there's a sheriff's sale scheduled, filing a complaint in federal court might help you stop the sale. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, just so you know, but a lot of times it does work. So let's talk about a few things that need to go into a complaint to make it good. I made a checklist of things here, guys. Basic outline of a complaint to help people that are new to this. I use a word processing software program called OpenOffice Writer, which seems to work pretty well. It's a free program you can download to your computer. It does everything that Microsoft Office does. It also lets you convert files into PDF format from Word, which makes it helpful too. Okay, so your basic outline for your complaint is this. You have your heading and the court, the parties' names, you need your parties' names, the parties, jurisdiction and venue, introduction, factual allegations, causes of action, conclusion, prayer for relief, and exhibits. Okay, so let's take a look at what a lot of that looks like so you guys can get a better idea. Let's look at Sabrina's complaint that she filed, because it's a pretty good example. There's the heading for the court, and you can see she's in the Eastern District of Missouri, has her name as plaintiff. It has the opposing side there, Broker Solutions, doing business as New American Funding, and it has a place for the docket number to be put, right here. Jury trial demanded, verified complaint and action to quiet title, and the font that we use is Times New Roman, or you can use Arial, either or. The 14 point for the headings and 12 point for the regular text, and it is double spaced. Okay, so let's look at the table of contents. As you can see, a lot of the things here, you got your parties, jurisdiction and venue, introduction, factual allegations, and then we put in some subheadings to make it easier to read here. This has to do with her situation. And then your causes of action, and you can see she's got 10 of them, and each one has a separate count. You got fraud, breach of contract, conversion, breach of implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing, unjust enrichment, forgery, slander of title, intentional infliction of emotional distress, unfair and deceptive practices, and quiet title. And that's her table of contents, so you can get a good idea. And then you have your conclusion, prayer for relief, and exhibits there. Okay, and then this is kind of how it looks when you're putting it together. The parties, you can see the parties' names go first. The plaintiffs, you have to say the plaintiff's name and where they reside, and there's that. And then you got the defendant Broker Solution, and you put their information there. Jurisdiction and venue goes here. And if you want to be in the federal court, guys, you're going to have better luck, I think, in the federal court than the state court, because the state courts have administrative judges that are very biased. The federal courts are not as biased, and that's something to think about when you're doing your complaint, is to be in a court where you're not as biased because you're pro se. And then there's an introduction that talks about her situation, which is kind of lengthy, so we'll kind of skip that. And then you see she's got her factual allegations here, where it kind of goes through, basically it talks about when she first purchased her house and what happened as a result. And so we'll kind of just go through this quickly. I don't want this to be too lengthy. Okay, so if you go to the website for your federal court, you can Google it and find it. This is the one for Sabrina. She went to Eastern District of Missouri, as you can see here. And then you can find the forms for the court right here, forms. And let's go over a couple of these forms that you need for your complaint. The first thing you're going to need is a summons for the other side. And you can see here it has, you just kind of like click on it and fill it out, and it'll let you put in that information in a box, and then you just save it. You know, it's a PDF file, just save it. But you want to definitely put the address of where it's going to go as far as the process service company. Just so you know, this address here is not going to work because they use a process service company, and that didn't work for her. So, and you have to look up who your process service is, and the only way to do that is to go to the Secretary of State Business Corporation search. Okay guys, as you can see on this proof of service, Broker Solutions doing business as New American Funding. It went to Registered Agent Solutions, 711 North 11th Street, St. Louis, Missouri, blah blah blah. And it's signed by the registered agent, and this is what the court needs as proof of service when you get it. Now, a lot of people like to use ABC Legal because it's easy. You just create an account and you upload. They will review it. They will personally serve them, and then they will give you a proof that you need for the court. Okay guys, so the summons and the certificate of service you need to keep in mind when you're doing this. Okay, so let's take a look at some other things that we need to look at. Okay guys, the next thing we're going to look at is what's called a civil cover sheet, and you can get these forms from the court website as well. You just put in your information at the top, and you put in what kind of nature the suit is. In this case, all other real property. You just put check marks in the box, and this is a PDF file that you save as well. And that's pretty much, it's pretty easy actually to fill out. So you need that, and you need your summons as well as your complaint and exhibits. So okay, so additional things again that you will need: the civil cover sheet, the summons forms filled out, a lis pendens, the process service, a pacer account, and a notary. So let's take a look at a lis pendens, what that looks like. Okay, a lis pendens, you basically use the court heading for the top, as you can see here, and then you have to whom it may concern. Notice is hereby given of the commencement and pendency of a suit in district court, blah blah blah. And you can see it basically says the District Court of Eastern District of Missouri, entitled as above, the general object, which is to quiet title of the subject property owned by Sabrina Kohler, described below, against the deed of trust recorded within the office of the Recorder of Deeds, Jefferson County, to Broker Solutions, doing business as New American Funding. It is recorded in Plat Book 158, page 14, and instrument number blah blah blah, and holds title to the subject property, recorded in the office of the Recorder of Deeds, Jefferson County. And then it has your typical legal description, which you can get from your deed of trust if you have that. And then at the bottom, you want to make sure that you have it notarized. So you sign it in front of a notary along with your complaint when you're doing this. And then you file your complaint with your civil cover sheet and your summons, and your exhibits, of course, have to have cover sheets on them. And we take it to the court and file everything. Hey guys, when you're putting your exhibits together on your exhibit cover sheets, make sure that you put in parentheses what each thing is. It's helpful. Like for instance, Exhibit A, Exhibit B. Exhibit B is original note showing paid in full. Exhibit C is a quit claim deed. Exhibit D is website portal showing screenshots of loan paid in full. So your exhibit cover sheets should have in parentheses what each thing is. It just makes it a lot easier. And also separate each exhibit with a paper clip or a little black binder clip, because you want to make sure that nothing gets lost. And so that will help you prevent that from happening. Okay guys, I hope you found this information helpful, and if you have questions, you can always send me an email to foreclosurehelp777@gmail.com, or you can join us on the Facebook page Foreclosure Help 777 and join our Facebook group where we help each other out, guys. I hope everyone has a blessed day. Thank you.